It was just over a week ago that we learned that Senator John McCain had died, and the days that followed were packed with emotional moments. I was both here in Phoenix as well as in Washington, D.C. for a week. Many here in Arizona will never forget.
We do want to break in with some breaking news that we just got.
We had prepared for almost a year for this.
Just about an hour ago, or a little less than that, it has now been confirmed that U.S. Senator John McCain, the senior senator from Arizona, has passed away up at his ranch up in Cornville today.
For the reality of the moment.
Senator John McCain's body is headed to Phoenix to a mortuary.
Leaving his beloved ranch for the last time. But that first trip of this long week's journey saw a gathering of a different kind.
Bringing the body of Senator John McCain from his ranch, the cabin as they refer to it as, up in Cornville, down the I-17 to the mortuary here in central Phoenix.
Standing on freeway overpasses and street corners, hoping to gather a glimpse, a spontaneous spectacle not lost on his most trusted friends.
John McCain has been the voice, the American voice for human rights and for the right of every person in the world to be free.
It steeled them for what was to come as Sunday turned to Monday.
Mr. President, the American Legion's asked you to lower the flags to half staff. Any reaction to the American Legion?
Thank you. It's over.
Any action to the American Legion asking you to put a proclamation about John McCain?
Flags down, then up, then down again.
Anybody who, in any way, tarnishes the reputation of John McCain deserves a whipping. I would say to the president or anybody in the world, it's time to pause and say this was a great man.
And his Senate colleagues weighing in on the impact of his friendship.
If you want to help the country, be more like John McCain.
On Tuesday, in this age of social media where memories are measured in an instant, it seemed everyone was posting their own special moment with the man.
Here he is, Senator John McCain. Thank you for your service, sir. So there they are, they're making their way toward the Capitol.
On Wednesday, a historic one at the state Capitol. For the elected public servants,
imagining Arizona without John McCain is like picturing an Arizona without the Grand Canyon. It's just not natural.
And those that put them there, a chance to say thanks.
Feeling of reverence, respect, and emotion.
Words couldn't describe it.
And they did, well into the night.
Condolences to you, and please give my love to your mom, Cindy.
I will, absolutely.
Thursday's celebration of life contained all of the parts that made the man, from the human.
How does this unlikely pair become friends? I've asked myself the same question. But do you know what the answer is? That's just who he is.
To the humorous.
And he just sped off, and the staff was waving, and about 1 minute later, we went right back by because he'd gone the wrong way, of course.
I always thought of John as a brother. We had a hell of a lot of family fights.
On Friday, it was time to share his impact with the country, an honorable place reserved for presidents and statesmen at the seat of power. And they still kept coming into another night. Saturday's service was a send-off befitting the Lion of the Senate, soaring words from past presidents.
He loved freedom with the passion of a man who knew its absence. He respected the dignity inherent in every life, a dignity that does not stop at borders and cannot be erased by dictators.
He made us better presidents, just as he made the Senate better, just as he made this country better.
And from loved ones, he left his legacy to follow.
We gather here to mourn the passing of American greatness, the real thing, not cheap rhetoric from men who will never come near the sacrifice he gave so willingly.
Sunday, the final trip to the place where he forged duty, honor, country to his character and made bonds that lasted a lifetime. His request to be buried at the Naval Cemetery, next to a longtime friend. It's a place where, in his words, it all began, and now his is a legacy with no end. Godspeed, John Sidney McCain.